It's Chux in here with a film breakdown and evaluation of Oklahoma running back Kennedy Brooks. Brooks measured in at the NFL Combine at 5 feet 11 inches, 209 pounds, with 30 1/4 inch arms and 7 5/8 inch hands. This first play here against Texas is going to show off Brooks' contact balance, and it's really high level. He has great contact balance. He weighed in at 209, like I said, but he does play heavier than that, and he's able to really absorb contact really well. You're going to see here, there's one tackle he's able to shed there, and then right there, the tackle attempt to his lower body, he's able to stay upright. Another one, he's able to stay upright, and then he's going to finish the run for the first down. On this play, you're going to see the offensive line. We're going to see some pin pull action. So the center, the left guard, and left tackle, they're going to down block in this direction, while the right guard and right tackle, they're going to come across and provide sort of like a lead blocks for Brooks, who's here. All right, so as the play develops, there's a snap, there's the mesh point, and you're going to see the lineman again lead blocking here. Now look at the patience by Brooks. He's going to wait and wait, and that's something that really stands out about Brooks. He's got excellent patience and really high level feel for tempo and pacing his runs really well to set up blocks. So he's going to wait and wait for this lineman to set up a block here, and then he's going to get downhill. And then once he's in that second level, look at him shed that block. Now look at the build-up speed. I really like that. I want to take note of it here. So he doesn't really have good burst, but once he has a pathway, he can really hit another gear once he's in that third level. Something that Brooks really is going to have to work on a great deal at the next level is his pass protection. I mean, he's really not that good at it, and he's going to have to really improve with that. Like, look at, he doesn't really show much effort here, and he's trying to punch with, again, it looks like with both hands, but he's at least with that left hand, he's trying to punch and strike the defender's chest, but he misses really badly. He doesn't shuffle his feet, and now that defender has a really easy path to the quarterback. So he's got to do better, do a lot better with getting more aggressive and having better punch at the point of attack against blitzers like that. I mentioned earlier that Brooks doesn't really have good burst. He doesn't really have good quickness either. He's not really elusive. And you're going to see here, as he ends up one-on-one with the linebacker here, right in the hole, he's going to try to cut it to the outside, but he's lacking that horizontal burst and that lateral quickness to really get free and break it to the outside. He gets tripped up right at that very last second. The defender's able to get just enough of Brooks, but he really does lack the ability to create one-on-one because he doesn't have great elusiveness or quickness or burst. These next two plays, they came in the fourth quarter of the game against Texas. This one was a go-ahead touchdown in the fourth, and then the next play was the game-winning touchdown. So really clutch plays from Brooks and that whole Oklahoma offense. And what's crazy about it is they're essentially the same run design. You're going to see a direct snap to Brooks, and then he's going to fake toss it to the quarterback to the right side, and that's going to be sort of a misdirection. You're going to get the right guard who's going to pull and lead block. You're also going to get these two offensive players lead blocking. So you got 3 lead blocks for Brooks here off of that fake toss. So here you see that develop. So these are the 3 blockers. They're going to lead the way. There's the fake toss by Brooks. And then he's going to be patient and then get upfield. Look at him set up the blockers. Great job by this whole offense. A great job by Brooks to stay patient and wait for these blocks to get upfield a little bit before he attacks downhill. And then he's going to set up his lead block here at the third level of their defense and get in for the touchdown. 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and here's that same run design that I explained earlier. And once again, nicely executed. There's a fake toss. You've got the puller. You've got the two other lead blockers here. And then Brooks, he's going to set this up really well. He's going to see penetration. He's going to make a cut right there to get to the outside. Avoid that garbage. And then look at that build-up speed. He just turns on the jets and gets in for the game-winning touchdown. Again, really, really good play design. They go right back to it to end the game. And Brooks does a really nice job setting up those blockers, pulling away, gets into the end zone. This play against Oklahoma State is going to show how good Brooks is when it comes to pre and post-snap diagnosis. He's really good at reading the defense before the snap and after the snap and determining his run path as a result. So you've got a 6-man box from the defense, and they're all kind of creeping in between the tackles. See how they're kind of lining up and creeping to get into that box? Watch what happens after the snap. So here, now you've got all of them kind of crashing in. I want you to also notice the wide receiver on the outside. He is going to seal the lane here. He's going to block this defender. So Brooks is going to know that. He sees these defenders crashing in. There's a lot of traffic here right up the middle. And he knows he's got a blocker on the outside. So what's he going to do? He's going to bounce this to the outside because he knows he's got the room. And he gets a good gain there. Here's another play that showcases his patience. Watch him wait and wait for this blocker, 77, to get set up and engage. And then he's going to attack once he does. And Brooks, I want you to also notice the angle he takes. Remember, I said he doesn't really have great burst, but he really helps himself a lot with the angles he takes at the second level. So watch how he's going to approach it this way. He's going to attack with this angle instead of getting north-south because he sees this one blocker here, and he's going to be able to get around this defender because of that angle right there. You see that? So little things like that really help Brooks make up for his lack of burst and speed and quickness. Angles and knowing how to set up your blockers and behind the line of scrimmage and in the second and third levels. Now, even though Brooks does have really good contact balance, one thing that I do want to see better from him is him finishing runs better, more consistently. On this run, he's going to be patient again. He's going to hit this cutback. But look, as he finishes that run, look how high he is as he engages with the defender. He's really high. He doesn't get low. And he does have runs where he does finish low, but there are too many runs where I see him kind of be a little upright. So I want him to really use his leverage and get behind his pads, lower his center of gravity, and finish runs with better power and strength. Kennedy Brooks projects as a good early down complementary running back in a committee. He has high-end vision for both gap and zone run schemes. Both his pre- and post-snap diagnoses are remarkable, and he has a true feel for tempo, pacing, footwork efficiency, and angles when running behind his offensive line. His contact balance is also great, as he is capable of shedding both direct and indirect tackle attempts from all types of defenders. Although you certainly won't confuse him for an explosive runner in any way, he does have some build-up speed and an extra gear he can reach once he reaches the third level of the defense. Brooks' main limitation is his lack of versatility. He's currently a marginal pass protector, and he can't really contribute much as a receiver outside of the occasional check down near the line of scrimmage. He's agile enough to navigate to and through cutback lanes, but he isn't elusive in space, nor is he someone you'd expect to constantly win one-on-one against a defender. Overall, Brooks may not be a standout running back prospect, but he can prove to be a reliable and trustworthy addition to any team who is looking for a runner who consistently picks up positive yards and keeps the offense ahead of the chains.